Entertain nothing.
Live your life, boy.
It's like take like the TV remote or like random object and put it next to. Pick.
You know.
He's spitting facts,
Hey,
bro.
so like,
Yeah.
So sometimes when I get bored, I put a tissue on my boner and pretend it's a ghost.
Wait, what?
Wait, rewind.
You said what?
Okay, dude, you ready?
He's partners. Him and Lil Jeremy, they fuck with each other and they make music together too. So they're like all like tied in with each other. It's like a bunch of like Houston rappers.
Yeah.
Well, y'all seen what happened with
That's
Club
dope.
Onyx? Seen that shit with Club Onyx?
No, what happened with Club Onyx?
Like, they like got raided and shit.
They got raided
Yeah,
recently?
they got raided. Like, a couple nights ago, they got raided. Shit was crazy.
Oh, for real?
They got raided because like basically they was supposed to be serving like a restaurant, and they had strippers and shit walking around.
Oh, from this quarantine shit?
Yeah, like, it was only supposed to be a restaurant, and they got raided. And he was talking about something. The owner said he was gonna sue the city or something like that.
Maybe he's just trying to make some money.
But maybe you just have like the strippers serve the.
They are too. They just trying to make. Everybody just trying to make some money.
Yeah.
Shit. Just leave them alone.
They have the strippers serve the shit.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Can't there be strippers and servers at the same time?
Yeah.
Is there a restaurant?
Play that one with
I mean, Will. So, let me know what y'all think about this hoe.
Who is it?
It's
It's just some people that we know.
yeah, they go to school with us.
I mean, it's like I don't know. It's not. It's mid. It's
yeah,
It's mid.
I mean, it's not mid, but
yeah.
it's like I mean, they're in high school, so like it's okay for like where they're at.
Is it original beat?
Hey, they just started.
Yeah, they just started.
This guy right here, this is like his first song. He had just started this.
I'm fucking with the beat.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, it's good. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's hard.
Nah, it gets harder.
Yeah.
No, it's harder.
Nah, it gets harder. It gets harder.
It gets harder. Just wait.
It gets harder.
For like just a startup, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it gets hard.
Like, it's,
How you gonna tell the homie mid pack? And you're like, no, it gets hard.
I
It gets hard.
make the two artists that sing this song. I make their covers.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I make their covers.
Oh,
Not
shit.
him,
I've
but
seen
the
you
next
cover.
the next two that's gonna come on. I make their covers.
Hey, but this is his music and shit. We could just keep this whole rolling on the podcast.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, like it's like royalty free shit. Okay, bet. Cause I was like, shit, we could probably just go ahead and roll into this.
Yeah.
You wanna roll into it?
Yeah, this bitch boy chip, I don't need no stylist. I fly like a pilot. No capital one, but what's in your wallet? This shit can get violent.
That shit hard. That shit is hard.
Man, this hard. Hey, just wait till the next rapper comes on.
Yeah, he finna go hard. I mean, he go hard too. We'll
Nah, they all go hard. They all go hard.
I want to hear that one song again. That was
Oh,
Wu-Tang.
was it Yin and Yang?
Yin Yang, is that what it's called? That shit goes hard. Were you listening
Like,
to
I
it?
wanted to make a video out of it because I already had an idea of it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say,
If it's on Spotify, I definitely want to like save that shit.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, word, yeah. That beat hard. It's
I'm
like, that's
into,
a
like, the
classic
Wu-Tang Clan and shit,
Wu-Tang
like-
beat. You feel me?
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Yeah.
I like this dude verse.
I fuck with this beat right here though.
This
This shit is
nigga
hard.
Macho runs this hoe.
It's original too.
Hell yeah.
That shit's sick.
If you wouldn't have told me that he was just like local and upcoming, then I would have like.
You would thought he was,
I can
you
see
thought
it.
he was a
Yeah.
rapper?
He could mix
He
it.
sounds like a rapper, huh?
I'm not
Yeah,
even
it would
gonna lie
make
to you.
sense. It
Yeah.
would flow in very well. Like my one critique is like it does sound like some shit that's already out, but
Yeah.
it does like.
But he's got a
if
good
I can
flow,
see,
huh?
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
good flow. So, and you say he's only in high school, so
Yeah,
this is
he
only,
just
it's
started.
only
He just started.
it's only gonna progress. You know what I mean? Yeah, just starting out. That
he gonna
shit.
make it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. If he,
I'll promote it.
that's what I tell everybody.
And you too, dude. You're really good.
Oh yeah.
Man, I
Just
gotta
like the
find
two
right
songs that you
connection.
played.
Like, I really just gotta
stay
find the right
persistent.
connection, really. That's really it.
Yeah.
Just stay persistent.
Once this quarantine shit over, I'm gonna stop performing. Like,
Yeah.
He'll be my main man to help me. Like, and I'm gonna actually start doing them this time.
Have you watched Dave on Hulu? Watch it. It's
No,
really
I
inspiring.
wanted to
It's,
watch it.
do you fuck with Lil Dicky? Have you heard of him?
I heard of him.
I'll fuck with
He's so funny, dude. He's so funny.
I'll just turn it down and just go ahead and just roll into the podcast right now.
yeah, what's up?
Hey, well, welcome back to Test Tube Talk.
What's up?
Dopest
Welcome
podcast
back,
on earth.
baby.
Of course, you got my co-host, my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, Alyssa. And today we got a couple guests with us.
Hey.
I'll go ahead. You got Devin and Nick and Stain. Not Stang, but Stain. Hey, how y'all guys doing? Y'all doing good and shit?
Yeah, we doing good.
Hell yeah. So I originally like linked up with Nick on Instagram and shit. And I don't know, I think it's probably just a little promo that I was doing on my little videos that we were discussing earlier. What I do is kind of tag. Sometimes I would some of the influences I get from the podcast, I would just tag those people in.
Like the big people?
Yeah, because I found myself, even once I started figuring that shit out, I would scroll through their tag people because it's a lot of people are on that same wave.
Yeah, like
and just kind of like network with people and shit. Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
exactly what I be on. I really be trying to find like the local people, like
Dude,
the people
yeah.
that really be like in Houston.
Yo, and then like that's one thing that I was really looking forward to having you on. And I was like, bro, yeah, I gotta link up with this kid because we were going back and forth on DM. But I was like, man, I might as well go ahead and just have him on the podcast and we just really, get into the gutters with this shit. Because so when I started this shit and I really started taking it serious and I started seeing like the direction it started going, I wanted to be like tied in with the roots of Houston and local so I could pay my respects and put. Because my goal now is to build a platform where I could big up other people and get people like the spotlight that they deserve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to have like no label or anything like that because I don't want that type of responsibility. But kind of just something like if you have an interview, come through like when studio recordings, doing vlogs and shit like that. Maybe kind of make some type of multimedia type shit branching off from this shit. So I was like, man, I'm going to have to link up with this kid right here because every single one I clicked on, because they already had, little did I know, they have some that are popping. Stay Down Production.
Yeah, I seen Stay Down. They do that freestyle stuff, right?
Say Cheese TV.
Say Cheese, they do local stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What's another one?
Houston Perp do that stuff.
Houston Perp, you just put me on that one.
What's the
I'm
other one?
following
That's
up.
big one.
Say Cheese.
Sippin' Tea.
Sippin' Tea's dope. Sippin' Tea got some dope shit on there.
They been blowing up.
Yeah,
they follow you,
bro.
don't they?
They follow me.
Yeah,
Oh, no shit. Yeah, that's dope, bro. Like, I didn't even realize that we had what we had right now. Like, as far as the scene, I feel like the biggest thing about it is just it's not in front of our faces. You have to kind of search for this shit,
Yeah.
You got to kind of go in through the back door.
You gotta find. Yeah, you gotta go through stuff. Like, Like a lot of the pages I really find in the comments.
In the comments?
Yeah, like they be like commenting under there. Spamming this stuff.
That's that promo shit, bro.
That promo
Back to that promo. I think that's how I found you is when I was tagged on like one of the pages. You probably just scrolling through that shit and seeing one of the clips and seeing that I was location Houston and shit. I make sure I tag all that shit because I feel like people that are gonna be like, look, they might want to like latch on to shit, like ride with it if they fuck with this shit.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
And now we here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On Test Tube Talk, dopest podcast on earth. You feel me? But no, the thing about it is, Houston, the city's kind of weird. I feel like when it comes to this type of stuff, they don't have. It almost seems like if anybody gets a little bit of buzz, a little bit of pop, they'll take off and go to Los Angeles, get their press, and blow up over there and get signed over there. There's nobody really keeping it in the city. And especially like some young kids like us just trying to maybe like do the media or even expose the scene that we do have. Because you can find the scene that we do have right now, but it's not as strong as the LA underground hip hop.
I think LA is the number one right now with that underground shit. Really. LA, they got connects all over.
Yeah, it's mainly where everything at because I went there last year.
Oh yeah, he did. He went to that no jumper.
Being there 3 days, I went to.
That's
I went
right.
To I went to no jumper shit like.
Oh yeah.
And it was like.
You went to the store?
Yeah, I went to the store. Like.
Oh yeah, you copy a bike. Or Kadama.
Should have broke into the back.
Hey, them bikes expensive. Look, I got a bike up there on the wall. I used to BMX. Yeah, low key, yo, on some straight Adam vibes. I did used to BMX and everything and shit too, bro.
For real?
Hell yeah, bro. I was into that shit heavy.
LA is a beautiful place, man. But I seen it for myself. Like all the connection is down there, so I see why everybody that just start blowing up.
They just go down.
I feel like everybody
They
in
just straight
LA,
up move over there.
everybody
Yeah.
in LA is there for like a reason.
Yeah.
They're trying to do something though.
Yeah.
You want to surround yourself with those type of people that want to
Yeah.
Do the same.
do the same shit or like are trying to come up on something. You know what I mean? Like that's like, see, I also noticed, I was thinking about this shit the other day with this podcast shit. I have like people reaching out to me trying to collaborate, come on the podcast or, you know, like work together and shit. And this is kind of, I'm slowly falling into a position that I kind of like that, like as far as like a job or career or maybe like make something
really
for
could.
myself. I was like, oh, it's kind of like just falling into place, kind of like where I would position I want to be at. But dude, if you told me like two years ago, you like take this direction, I'd be like, what? No, hell no. What the fuck? No.
Nah, it's
I
a lot
wouldn't
of
picture
shit
myself
changes.
as that at all.
Yeah.
But I pictured myself something similar, but I always had hope, bro. What I used to hold on to a lot was hope. I'd hold on to the hope that I would meet up with some people that are on the same type of wavelength as me, want to do some shit, and then we just come to that shit together and go 50-50. Because this shit, like where we're at right now, this shit, it takes some time and some effort, a lot of research, a lot of, you know, you gotta
definitely
put
have
some
to
work
work
into
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
dude, not to just mention like this, the equipment, buying all the equipment and the money on that. You have to do the research and figure out how all that shit works together
How
and
to
shit like that.
work
So
it,
yeah,
Exactly.
it's an investment, but I always felt like, I don't know, I would come across somebody that'd be like just as down as me and we just go 50-50 on that shit. But I was like, how would I come across them if that's like me I'm stranded on an island, but I don't put the SOS. You know how they put like the SOS on the beach side?
Yeah.
It's like I'm just sitting there stranded on an island. Yo, what the fuck? Here, lonely as fuck. When's this shit gonna pop off? But I'm not even putting out the smoke signals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like even like when I first started doing this, like the album cover shit, like it wasn't even like I wasn't even trying to start that. Like when I first started, I was doing like music video effects and shit. Like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
getting paid to do that, and then slowly I just started getting into Photoshop, learning by myself. I learned Premiere Pro, all that shit, After Effects, Photoshop, all that. I learned that by myself. So I just slowly started transitioning to Photoshop and then making my own shit, making my own clothes, and then really I just been building like that. I want to be able to do everything, you know.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Hey, even if you don't like, okay, like you don't need to stress. I got to this point where I'm like the same page as you, bro. Like I got into the Photoshop. I haven't
It's a
gotten to
good
the After
skill to
Effects
have.
yet, but
Yeah.
I've been doing like the editing on the Premiere Pro, like real heavy.
After Effects
But
is way harder.
to get, oh yeah, I already
shit
know.
hard as fuck.
I haven't even like scratched the surface on that shit yet.
That shit hard.
It's good to have a general idea, just a little bit of everything. So even if you can't figure it out yourself, you have an idea what needs to be done, what shots, say like videos, like y'all talking about like shooting a music video and shit like that. If you have a general idea of the cinematography, the things that go behind the camera, the scripts, the angles on it, you just like basically you might not have to go into like the lenses and the apertures, iOS, all that bullshit, but you could just be like, oh, yo, that way you could kind of get your mind flowing and get creative with your shots, so you can kind of you can find the person. The biggest thing is building a team. You build a team and you link them together. Y'all will. With the people when we started this shit, the people I have, it's like we almost started like gravitating towards one general section. I started trying to just learn everything together, but I was like, if I'm really gonna make this work and be consistent with it, I'm not gonna be able to do it all by myself.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I try to reach out to as many people as I can.
Yeah.
Because you never know like who knows what or who can do what for you. You know.
Exactly.
Like, and I
Who's
try
willing to help
Yeah, and
too.
I'm like I try to show
Yeah.
love to everybody. You know, like everybody who I know that's local. Like I know that is hard. Like I try to show love to them, so man, you know they can show love back and work stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel like along with the local thing I wanted to speak to you about is Houston's got a pretty strong scene. Everybody and their mama wants to be a rapper here in Houston, But the thing about it is, not a lot of people take them serious. It's like not even 50-50, bro. Like,
Nah, I think
everybody wants to be a rapper, but it's just, if you could get actually taken serious,
yeah.
you have a little bit of a chance,
I
but
think
it's
that's
such
the reason
a
why
big
they
gap.
don't, I think that's the reason why they don't take it seriously, because there's so many people trying to do
Bro,
it.
there's
You know
so
what I
many
mean?
people. And
Exactly.
like Houston
Like,
has its own flow.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
everybody is
So
on
it's
that
like
same-
everybody sounds the same. You know what I mean? But like, I mean,
but the shit's still
some people,
hard.
some people
Shit's
just
still
got
hard.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit's still hard.
But Houston, I know Houston got its own flow, but we're at the point where we're gonna have to evolve a little bit. There's people that are taking the Houston flow and adding a new twist with it, like Sauce Walker, like the TSF. They have that Houston
they
sound,
got their own-
but it's just a new sound. It's, they got their own sound and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there's room for that, but a lot of people think that you have to go into that box, like that Bun B, that Slim Thug, that Zero, that DJ Screw, that Chopped and
Yeah.
Screwed type vibe for Houston.
Well, not
But
Travis Scott. He has his own vibe.
yeah, Travis Scott's the exception. So
Oh yeah,
Travis
that's
Scott
right.
discovered his own vibe.
Yeah, but
He
Travis
does.
Scott
He
ain't on, like,
created
the
his own
Houston-
vibe,
he
bro.
really
He ain't
did.
on,
Like
the
he
same
still
Houston.
relates it
He
to
really
Houston, but like. You
But
know
he-
how
he still
A$AP
has the
Rocky
culture.
tries to
Yeah.
do the chopped and screwed, like he relates his shit to Houston,
Yeah,
but
like he still
Travis
with the
Scott
culture.
really-
He still
Yeah,
with the
Travis Scott's
Houston
got his
Yeah.
own thing going on.
The
but
thing
he's
I- the
still
thing-
like I'm talking about his music though, like in
Yeah.
general, like his music,
Yeah.
it's its own vibe.
The thing I feel with like Houston rappers, if they just if like they all just learn how to work together, like put us like think of like Atlanta, like
Yeah.
everybody works together. Like if everybody
I've
in
never
Houston
been,
works
so.
together,
They do all work
we
together.
all can make it together.
Yeah.
Just don't screw nobody over. Just work.
Atlanta's
Yeah.
got a
Work,
strong
and you work
scene.
together, yeah, and you work together as a team.
Yeah,
Shit, you end up fucking making your own record label.
yeah,
It's gonna be a lot of work, but sooner or later it's gonna come through. And
yeah.
people are gonna start listening
Yeah.
to you. Don't always try to be an individual rapper and just try to
Yeah.
be your own shit. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Well, Atlanta's big on that shit. I heard stories that it's like, well, just listen to
They all
podcasts
fuck
and
with
interviews.
each other. They all fuck
Atlanta
with each
rappers, they'll just hop from studio to studio. Just work with this artist, work with
Yeah.
this artist.
To figure out who compares with who. Like
Yeah,
that's mainly how it
and
is.
collabs
YSL.
working together. You could have like I don't know. You have something to offer. You know, they could kind of just work together and like their fans catch their wave and the vice versa. You know what I mean?
You want some water?
Nah, I'm alright.
I'm finna grab a beer.
I under,
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, like I understand. Like just so like when I was saying like people sometimes they don't take rappers serious because some people like really aren't serious about that shit. Or sometimes their spin shit is just all cap. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I know what you
And
mean.
rappers
Thank you.
that are on and established here in Houston don't want to have themselves attached to that.
drive. I'll take water.
Oh yeah, hey, bet, appreciate that. I had cotton mouth actually.
Water? Yeah, I'll take water. Thank you.
Water break. Stay hydrated, motherfuckers. Hey, no, but the thing about Houston is those people that have established a name for it and that have broke through. Because there's such a big gap, bro. To break through from Houston, there's so many rappers out here. There's so many people that are trying to do some shit. But it's the gap from, like, I mean, I don't know, like, specific names, but, like, people say, like, just kids that you grow up that, like, have good flows and shit, but haven't specifically pop up. It's that to Bun B, Slim Thug, all that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
UGK, DJ Screw.
I mean, yeah, I feel like Houston rap.
There's no mid, there ain't no mid shelf, bro.
That shit.
We all just
Houston
like,
rap shit has changed so much. Like I remember when I was little, like I didn't even grow up listening to like Lil Wayne. All that shit. Like I can't even say I grew up listening to Lil Wayne. Like I grew up
Oh,
listening
bro.
to like Big Mo,
Nah.
DJ Screw.
hey, and then
MC, UGK.
I want to catch myself. I didn't say like by mid shelf. I mean like UGK, Bun B are like just a top shelf, and that's only gonna be a top shelf because I really fuck with a lot of these Houston and Dallas rappers that are coming up.
Oh, yeah.
that are just like at the same level. I'll bump their shit honestly more than
yeah,
that
for
shit just
sure.
because it's like I relate to it a little bit more, and they're in my generation,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
age as me, relating to a lot of the same problems that they have going on. But I just feel like the gap is so big from just people just wanting to rap to, you know, going and actually making a career out of it, at least from the Houston scene.
Like,
I'm trying to work on it though. We don't have shit like No Jumper and those type of podcasts over here. You know what I mean?
I mean, like
we have those pages we were talking about earlier, but bro, Atlanta, everybody's trying to do something, bro. Everybody's talking about everybody.
Well, what if there are a lot of places out there or like people out there doing this shit? We just don't know about it.
Oh no,
Hey,
there
that's
is.
true.
No, there really is.
Because
But I don't think nobody doing it like.
not a lot of people know about us. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we just got.
It's really
It's-
just
I
networking.
mean, that's really, yeah, just networking.
It's all about
That's why, like,
Yeah.
like instead of like living in LA, like
They should make
I'd rather go to Austin.
or not even
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Houston-
low-key, Austin is lit.
Houston is the key, but
Houston.
everybody just gotta come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Houston's
mad
very
love for
cliquey.
Houston, bro.
Yeah, like.
Nah,
especially-
You got, like-
bipolar.
Well, they got their people, and that's all that they fuck with. You know, they don't want to
Yeah.
fuck with anyone else. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Yeah, that's really.
No, what I think is not. It's
They're
not
not-
clicky. It's the people that
Yeah.
are trying to blow up and do something. Houston has so much animosity to their brother, like their homie that grew up in school with them. That trying to
Yeah.
do something. They just low key throw shade on them. They're like, man, you
Yeah.
can't rap like that shit. Whack. That shit
Those
corny or some
jealous
shit like that.
Yeah.
truckers.
They're jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But low key, they like your shit because hate is just another form of love. I feel like that's you gonna
Exactly.
love. That's stronger than love, bro. If you hate somebody, you're putting
And even
that
if they
type
don't
of
like it,
energy,
they're just
that type
mad
of
that you're doing
devotion,
the shit.
that type of mental
Exactly.
energy to fucking
Yeah.
this space is just locked up in your memory, in your brain, to fucking hating this person, just talking down on this person any chance you get. Then just fucking like letting it go. So it's some type of form of hate because you have that shit even stronger than some type of people that you have loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody that I met, like that I listen to music like him, I fuck with this shit. I've always showed love, you know. I've always like helped him out with his shit. Like I remember, bro, when he was making his music, he was like, we would spend hours. I would spend hours helping him with his shit, like
Oh, yeah.
in the fucking laundry room. He was
Coming
working
off
on
of
his
work, bro.
Yeah, he was.
We
Yeah,
get straight
That's
to we get straight to
beautiful.
the work, bro. He'll give me some good beats. We'll just
Yeah.
yeah.
we
beats.
would
We'll
just be
beats.
smoking.
As soon as I find the
Oh.
right beat,
Wait,
onto that shit.
oh god, we just.
I don't
be in that
care.
shit for
I don't care if the
hours.
song is like a minute and 20 seconds. Like if that's what I got, that's what I got.
Yeah,
that shit
yeah, yeah.
sounds hard with it.
I love
So,
that shit.
You-
That's
you-
beautiful.
yeah,
That's how you
bro.
come up, bro.
Like, you gotta let the
But
people
who-
That's how you make the
like,
shit
gotta let
happen,
people know,
yeah.
like, hey, like you out there.
You gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of people. Y'all like pulling beats off of YouTube and shit, or
you got to.
original
Yeah.
type beats,
Sometimes.
type beats.
type
I
shit.
make some of my own
Yeah,
beats,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
never really use
And
them.
I
yet.
be on them.
I bought some beats,
splurge
but
type
I mean,
beats.
shit. I bought some of my beats, but
Yeah.
the other beats that I've used, I just used on freestyle.
Yeah.
I let them
Yeah.
know, so I never really.
Bro, learn how to make some beats, bro. You'll go
I know.
far. Trust
I
me.
know, trust
Well,
me.
it's beats.
'Cause even
Making
the
beats
shit-
is hard, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
I try to jump into a little
the
bit.
right utilities and.
You can
like,
do that shit, bro. If you really want to do that shit, do that
Nah, there
shit.
was one point
And the
I
shit
had
that you
even
have now is
downloaded
good.
FL
So
Studio to try to make beats.
Uh huh. Or just go into the studio. You don't have to make your own beats. Just go into the studio, linking up with a good producer that you're gonna flow with. And you're gonna like.
yeah,
Nah,
but
man,
it's
until
live
then,
with-
you gotta have some shit to show them.
No, but I mean, you have rappers and
Really?
you have producers. You know what I mean? You don't have you have. There's exceptions that there's rappers that make their own beats and rap on their own shit.
Ugly guy makes some hard ass beats.
Yeah,
But
he
he
do make
died
his
off.
own.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's just
he
an
really
advantage
did.
if you
He
can
really
make
did
your own
die
beats.
off. Like,
And
I ain't even
rap.
like listen to one of his songs in like a.
I ain't listened to that shit in a minute. Yeah, we're ugly guys.
Ugly guy.
I forgot about
Dude,
sending it.
he
to
got
you
the
by
hardest
love.
tag. He got the hardest tag though. Thanks,
Yeah,
ugly
thanks,
guy.
Thanks.
Nah, for
Ugly
real, that shit is
guy.
hard. That shit is
Nav
hard.
make his own.
I
beats.
remember when he first was popping, and that was
Bro,
like my
4
freshman year. That
years
shit was
ago,
crazy.
three,
Bro,
4 years.
everybody
That's
was
so
listening
funny.
to
Just
him.
what? Hey, yo, he has
And
such a
he's from
crazy,
Houston.
just
He's
like.
Nah, and then just the shit that he says in his songs is just so.
And he from Houston too.
Hey, yeah.
For
I would know shit. I didn't know he was from Houston, bro.
Yeah.
For
That's
real,
cool.
that's
Something
sick
like
as
that.
fuck.
I think I seen that somewhere.
Like you know Craig Zan.
Nah,
Members Only.
Exactly. Nobody knows that nigga.
nah, bro.
He was part of Members Only.
With X and
He made a song with X. He
Nah,
made a couple songs with X.
Oh wow.
bro, shit.
well, he was part of
But
his clique.
he's from Houston.
Bro, I didn't know. Y'all listen to Sauce Walker and TSF and shit.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even listen. Like, I didn't notice Sauce Walker had a track with X.
Oh yeah.
I just heard it on
Voss.
an interview.
Oh, yeah.
That
Voss.
shit
That
hard,
shit
yeah.
is hard. Boss, the hell is hard.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
I just started like, I figured if I'm gonna like talk about and just even like, just briefly touch on some of the subjects that I need to do a little bit of research into the like the goats of the everything, you know, because like I didn't really like dive deep into X shit, especially like when he was alive. I was like on that wave. I don't know what the fuck I was listening to, but the SoundCloud shit. My little brothers said they was putting me on that shit, but they gave me a couple of songs I would jam to that shit, but I wasn't like just diving into their social media, their personality, their projects and stuff like that. I was just more just like on the, not so much mainstream, but like the people that are really popping off in Houston, the shit that I grew up to, and like almost like touching back on old shit. You know what I mean?
No, I think it was like 2017 when I first started like really fucking with X. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I had hopped on his shit early, right?
Yeah.
Early.
Nah, I remember when nobody was listening to X.
Me and him was listening to him at the same time.
Nah, like we were like, I remember it was like the summer of our freshman year, like nobody was listening to him. Like I remember people would be like, bro, why you listening to that man? Like he is trash. Like they're like, turn that off. Like every time we would play his music, like turn him off. Like I remember that shit. And then
y'all was fucking with it.
And then a couple months later, everybody's like listening to him, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Yeah, cause like he was just like his shit was just different than
he was on that first initial wave where they like mix rap and rock, like they
that's what it was.
And that's
throwing strings and that shit, bro.
It was like some hype shit that you got.
Boy
It was
Click,
crazy.
Lil Tracy, Suicide Boys, those type of shit. Like
Yeah.
they had like they would take their favorite songs from like Nirvana and make a tight beat with that shit. You know, like throw in like hardcores and shit.
Peep was really big on that.
Yeah, that shit, man. And rest in peace to them young men, bro.
For real though, 'cause
RIPX. I have some almost a little bit of a guilt because I didn't acknowledge them while they were living. I didn't give them their flowers while they were there. Like, I had my little bros like playing their shit, and I was like, "Oh, fuck with this song. Send me that shit." You know, I just throw it on my playlist or whatever, you know, and I'll listen to it. But I never just like these kids. Like X. Not so much as Peep, but like Peep. After I watched the documentary and shit, I was like, bro, this. I was like, I see so much like characteristic traits
that
that.
shit was sad, bro.
What was it called? Everything is.
I didn't know it was a
everyone's everything.
documentary.
Or I'm everybody's. Everybody's everything.
That's what Lil Peep.
Yeah,
it was
I
on
didn't even know
Netflix.
they made. I didn't even know they made a documentary.
This was
It's on Netflix.
Wait, I think I did see that. I think I
This
did
was
see
the one
that.
with X, remember?
Yeah, they said was gonna put it on Netflix, but I didn't know they put the one with Pete.
Yeah, I seen it.
See, I didn't
It came
know
out a
about
while
X
ago,
till
too.
2016 when I was in college. Like,
Shit.
I didn't know about him because like somebody played him like at this little party, and they played like "Look at Me," like the
Look at that's I think it's the first one that
Nah,
I got played.
the first song I heard was "Sippin' Tea in Your Hood." Y'all know that song?
Yeah, I didn't.
Nah,
you know
my-
that song? That was the second song they played.
I don't know if I heard
And
it.
that song
everybody
is
went
hard.
crazy.
I
Like
like,
they had like 4 mosh pits,
Damn.
and that shit was so crazy. But then like I started listening to him, and I was like, damn.
No, the first song I heard was "Take a Step Back" with him and Ski.
Oh, that song
That
is hard.
shit was-
Yeah, I didn't hear that one.
Nah, the
till-
first song I heard was "Sippin' Tea in Your Hood." Whenever we were in class and this kid was like, we had a substitute and we were in class and everybody was like chilling doing their work and I was on the computer. I wasn't even supposed to be on it. I was just on it. And he was like, I was on YouTube playing some music and he was like, "Hey, put on some X, put on some X." I'm like, "What the heck is that? Who is that?" And everybody was like, "What?" They're like, "No, don't put that trash shit on." And I was like, "Fuck it." So then he came up to the computer, typed it in, and put it on. And I started like blasting it on the computer, and the sub was like tweaking out. She was like, "Turn that off!" No. It was like, oh, that was the craziest
me and
song.
him
That
had
song
this
is.
one computer class in 8th grade. Bro, when I take it, this dude used to act a fucking fool every day. He used to get kicked out of class and get pinned on ISS for some dumb shit. He used to do.
Oh, you talking about with
Dude,
Mr. Thompson?
Bro, yes. Oh my
Bro,
God.
remember when you were so look, so what we would do is like, so I knew how to make him mad because when he got mad, it was like he would go off the charts. He would like tweak so hard. He would start stomping his feet and just yelling and stuff. And so what we were gonna do is, but Nick was like, my boy was like, he was like, "Hey," he goes, "Look, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna make him mad, and I'm gonna record it so he can have a funny video." And so I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it."
You were gonna make him mad.
Yeah, I was gonna make my teacher mad so he could record it, and so look, what I did was I was like, "Dang, how do I make him mad fast enough?" So I was like, "Fuck it." So I got a rubber band and I was acting like I was gonna flick it at him, and he was like, "Hey, stop that!" And I was like, all right. And I kept doing it. He was like, what did I say? And then he came up to me and we started arguing or whatever. And then Nick, he has his phone like this recording it.
Bro,
and his flash was on.
Bro, my dumb ass had
And the teacher saw it.
yeah, he saw that shit, bro. He called me
And
up on my last name.
He
didn't even say
fucking
my
looks
first name.
around. He started losing it
He
after
got
that. He
so
was
mad.
like,
he let him,
give me that.
He let him off the loose and got on my ass. And
Oh, it
gave
was
me
terrible.
ISS.
It was terrible.
Like I had to stay home 2 days. I was suspended.
He was so pissed that we were that because he started putting 2 to 2 together that we were trying to record him.
Like
and
they even had the principals.
Oh,
and
shit. It's like, now he felt some type of way about that shit.
Yeah,
He's like, bro, fuck all this shit.
no, you
yeah.
had the principals and cops going through my phone trying to like find any videos.
They
of
took your
him.
phone up?
They took my phone. They started
Yeah,
going
bro, he
through
was
it.
mad, bro. He was
Like
so
they was
mad.
going through it and shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro, that was. Oh man.
Damn,
that-
what if you had dick pics in your phone?
Man, I don't even remember what I had in my phone. I was in middle school. I had some crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
you have
Probably.
hella dick pics in your phone?
Shit, probably. I don't know what she saw in my phone.
Nah, yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Sometimes I'll throw a dick pic in my phone just to keep it on guard, just in case someone would take my phone. I just make sure, you know how it's like a square up? I make sure it's like centered in the square.
So they
Every
see
couple
it, it says-
every couple of squares
Hey, yeah.
going down when you're scrolling through
You
my
got
pictures.
one in it. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. one for each month.
Oh, I thought y'all finished that one.
Oh yeah, I'm fired
I'm
up.
gonna see if it's still.
Y'all be sending dick pics?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
You
Hey,
better.
say,
In my whole life, I have never seen one in my whole life. I swear.
Nah,
You're
for real?
lying.
I put it
bro.
on everything I love. I put it on everything.
Well,
I
he
love.
is young, so.
Yeah,
I never
you're
have.
young. Hey, how old are you?
18.
18,
18.
18,
22.
and 22.
I'm
I mean,
sure
shit,
his ass
man.
was-
I ain't gonna lie on the podcast. But we gonna be honest. I had my
Is it?
fun. I had my fun. High school, college. I had my
Yes.
fun. Shit. But
Oh,
shit, man,
yeah.
Hey, I got responsibilities now, so shit. I'm gonna
Responsibilities.
be a man and do my shit.
Yeah, I
So,
feel that. You can't just be sending out unsolicited dick pics.
Hey,
You
I mean,
know?
only to my girls. so.
Honestly.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not.
Only when we feel like it.
You ever just like take like the TV remote or like random object and put it next to the dick pic? So I just make sure it's good.
You know.
He's like you spent bags,
Hey,
bro.
so like,
yeah.
So sometimes when I get bored, I put a tissue on my boner and pretend it's a ghost.
Wait, what?
Wait, rewind.
You said what?
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
Bro, what? I've never heard that
No,
shit.
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Nah, I
Say
was
it
just
again.
playing.
Nah, bro, I'll tell you what he said. He said when he gets a boner, he puts a fucking towel over it and thinks it's a ghost.
You draw little Sharpie eyes.
I showed her this trick earlier, bro. The flick.
Oh, yeah.
Can you catapult?
Well, I mean, I knew about it because you showed it to me before, but
I did not know about this.
never mind. We're not.
Now we're
getting into it.
digressing.
We're so honest.
Nah, yeah, bro, but fuck it. Anyways, man, y'all from Missouri City, right?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all say you don't ever come out here to Katy area?
Nah, not that
No,
much.
Bro.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Drake called out Katy, Texas in his
I mean,
song.
sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Especially in high school when I used to play football.
Oh, I
yeah.
think that's the only time I really came out here just for like football and
Katie
shit.
used to whip our
What?
ass, man.
Bro, they on their
I mean,
roids.
hey,
They be.
hey, but look,
Hey,
look,
nah, you want
when
a
I was in
secret? They
sophomore
juicing
shit,
up.
Hey man, we was whooping their ass, but we took that ass whooping like a man. So, bro, they had like 50 fucking. Bro,
It's like,
all
I'm
that-
taking
I ain't gonna lie.
White dudes.
I ain't gonna lie. Katy High
Sorry.
School got some grown
Grown
ass
ass white men.
Bro.
men. I don't
God.
on their
Bro.
football team. They all graduated 4 years ago.
That's
I don't
that
care.
testosterone.
Like, bro, they all take testosterone pills. I don't care. They big as
Hey.
fuck,
They got
bro.
some full beards
Yeah.
and shit.
Bro, like,
They have a freshman team. Then they have the same like varsity and junior varsity, but within junior varsity and junior varsity, they have an A team, B team, C team, and a
they
D
do.
team.
but
They have
God
doctors.
damn.
They have doctors. They have ice baths. They have
They got all that. They're
the
professional.
juice. I'm telling you, them
Remember
them
they-
coaches.
Nah,
They got
for
steroids.
For
They
sure.
varsity, they
Coach
look, they
Conner?
varsity
Remember
team
Coach
play
Conner?
for the freshman
Coach
team.
Conner?
Like, it's,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they
He
don't, like,
left- he left
like,
Stafford to go
that's
to
how
Katy.
that's how serious they take their damn
Oh.
they team.
What you
What the
mean?
fuck?
Like the
They have their varsity team play for their freshman team. Like
Oh.
that's how serious they take their.
Yeah.
That's how serious they take it.
yeah? Did y'all ever play y'all played football? You played football, right?
Yeah, all 4 years.
Yeah, oh, no
well,
shit.
in middle school I played too.
Middle school
and
and shit.
little league.
What position you
Damn,
played?
so you've been playing.
I mean, I played a lot of positions on O-line. I played tight end, and then I played D lineman. I played nose guard, and then I played a little bit of linebacker, but that was only in middle school. So, yeah.
I played tight end once. That wasn't the position for me. I played the end of middle school and then going into 9th and 10th grade. I only ever made to like junior varsity A team and shit like that, but I play wide out, receiver, and safety, things like that. You know.
I mentioned my senior year, I played slot. That was like that was fun. Sometimes.
That's just fun, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
it's a lot of pressure when you try to
motherfuckers
catch
think
the
you about
ball,
to catch the ball. I'm like, yeah,
bro,
come for
that
me.
shit-
But I mainly like it when you go in motion, and I get to crack the linebacker.
juke them out.
Nah, just crack them.
Just crack them,
can't
just throw them
straight
apart.
get 'em.
Hey, you know
Straight
what
get
my
the
favorite
shot
thing
on.
was? Okay, low key I hated football. I ain't gonna lie, I only did that shit because my mama wanted me to do that shit. I just felt like it was the right move to do. All the popular kids are doing that shit. I was like, I wanted to fit in, and my mom wanted me to be like football, and stepdad and they're like fucking like going to football games. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play it. And then the thing I hated about our school, freshmen were basically tackling dummies.
Bro.
For the varsity
Bro, I
team, bro.
swear
They'd be
to
like,
God.
line up. They'd be like, line
I
up. Y'all know
swear to
y'all's
God.
position,
That
bro.
is the truth.
Bro,
We were
every
like,
single day.
we were project defense. That's what they called us. They was like, we just go out there and be like dummies. They would
That's
put
so
like the fat
sad.
guys at like safety just for like a crash dummy. Like they used to,
Yeah,
like,
crash
throw
dummy
us.
gang. No,
Like I played kicker, so
That's
I would
so
just be chilling
sad. What
on the other
fuck?
field, just
you play kicker,
yeah.
bro. Kicker is a sweet position, bro. I feel like
It was,
kicker.
it was like, bro, it gave me so much.
Too much
anxiety.
pressure. It's a lot of pressure on
Anxiety,
it, but
bro. So much anxiety.
dude, you're just fucking kicking,
It's
bro.
it's
You
more
don't even
about-
have to
it's
fucking wear knee
It's not the
pads,
fact
huh?
that you
Nah,
can
Yeah,
for real.
for sure.
It's just the fact that like
Everybody's
you know
depending on
everybody's
you to
looking
get
Yeah.
extra
at
point
you.
or extra 2 points. Like everybody's dependent on you.
Yeah.
If you miss it, like it is a
Especially if they need those 2 points, like
Yeah.
it's the game's about to end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just the
Yeah.
fact that you know everybody's watching you,
Yeah,
and like it gets
yeah.
all quiet. Like everything gets just
Yeah.
it's quiet.
But-
It's
but
worse
when you-
it's worse when it get quiet.
It's
Like,
so scary, bro.
all the eyes on you, nigga. Like
And like you
damn.
hear the whistle blow, you're just like, fuck, you're like you're scared.
Okay,
Oh
but
my
like
God.
when you were like at practice, were you just mainly just shooting
Oh
the,
yeah,
shooting the
I'd
post,
be
right?
chilling.
Yeah.
I'd just be chilling on the other.
Exactly. You-
That's
that's
one
that's the
thing to
one
say.
good thing about it. But if you're in game, you gotta
Yeah, you gotta do your shit.
yeah.
Cause like I
you
remember when
gotta
I
make sure your
like
shit's
the
right.
ones that I did miss, I come to the sideline, nobody would say a word to me. Like nobody would say.
Yeah,
nothing to me. But if I would make it, that was like a fucking favorite.
I
on the
felt
team.
that shit, bro.
Like,
you,
everybody.
you was a
Yeah.
favorite for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The game,
yeah,
like,
yeah, basically.
Coach like good kick.
And then everybody just
Practice,
like,
he don't say shit to you. like
for real.
game time, that's when he ready to talk to you. Like make this kick.
But you really build up for that 10 seconds, huh?
Yeah.
That shit's scary.
10 seconds of fame.
Yeah, that shit's scary. That shit feel good when you make it though.
Yeah, I remember my football career was very short because, of course, most of the time was just spent being a crash dummy. You know what I mean? Like just fucking. I played a lot of this position that I played when I eventually did get my, I think I quit 10th grade or whatever. But well, the only time I got recognition is bro. We was getting our ass whooped, bro. Some of us this one dude that used to fucking stay be hitting us. He's from Sealy. He plays NFL. Like we have a bunch of people that go like NFL, college football. We some corn-fed motherfuckers out there and see grown ass men,
That's
bro.
what the
For
coaches
real
used to
talk.
call them.
Yeah.
And I would be at one point I got mad at it. I was like, I'm sick of this shit. I was like, I'm tired of fucking getting hit. Like my fucking head hurts. Like my shit's rattling. I'm like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm playing corner, and then a dude he's playing a slot. I'm covering him, and then he goes in. He was finna like run into the line like it was just like a fake, and I popped him up at that line, and I just big trucked him. I was like, fucking, I put all my aggression, like all those like couple of months, I was just getting hit the fuck out by like all these varsity players. I just put it right into that and stopped him, bro, like dead at. You know those are the trucks where it's like you hit and you like dip and dive, and it's like when they fucking run into a wall. It's like boom, and it's a big motherfucker. Like he's not big, but he's a stocky, stout motherfucker, just straight muscle, bro.
Yeah.
And he ended up like just playing mostly running back for our team. And we had like the rawest team. I got Sealy High School.
Wait, what school?
Sealy High School.
No, what school did you go to?
wow.
Sealy?
Yeah, Sealy
Oh, we
High School.
play
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh yeah, we do play y'all.
That shit. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
What's that one
Oh,
dude's
for real?
name? that
Nah,
was
I had
good?
tried.
What high school y'all went to?
We went to Stafford.
Oh, yeah, we played y'all, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yo.
We used to get our shit whooped.
Nah,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
we whooped y'all, bro.
Yeah.
We whooped y'all. We came up on y'all's shit and we whooped y'all, bro. That was one time when I didn't even get no play time. Is when I like, it was either Stafford or another school. It was like then this one they fucking like, hey, just go ahead, you know. You go ahead and get like a couple plays in or whatever type shit. But Sealy was just raw. The thing about Sealy is, man, they took that shit serious, bro. I don't know how y'all did that shit, but that was life.
I had tried football for a little bit, but
they
it
take that shit
wasn't really
serious.
my thing. I could not get into
do?
it.
Nah, at our school they take that shit serious too. Like,
I took football.
Like, they got-
I'm
I
a
went to
swimmer.
Elkins, so
No, y'all had some raw ass motherfuckers from Stafford, bro.
I'm not from. I didn't go
Oh
to
well,
Stafford.
well you didn't
I
go.
went
Well,
to
y'all's high
Elkins.
school.
Nah, we went to Stafford.
me
Yeah, I went to
What?
Elkins.
Elkins, where's Elkins at?
that's
Yeah,
where
Elkins
Travis.
High School.
Oh no shit, is that SM Missouri City, the same
Yeah.
area?
It's like right near Ridge Point, Hightower,
Oh shit.
Marshall. Them like the main schools. Well, the main 3 schools is Marshall.
Oh,
Hightower.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
shit, my fault. No, but these motherfuckers, Stafford, y'all did have some raw
Oh, yeah, we
motherfuckers
did, like,
out
like
there.
a few years ago.
Cause like our varsity, y'all had some talent out there, but yeah, we.
I guess
What?
right now it's not as popping, huh?
I mean, shit, who give a fuck, bro? Like, you get football is so crazy, bro. You either gonna like go to college, you're not gonna get paid for it in your college. You're gonna bust your ass. You might get injured and shit, and may get a chance to go to the NFL.
I think they changed that shit where like you can make money in college now for football.
Did you get any injuries?
Nah, I think so because
Me?
Coach Jones,
Yeah.
you know,
I
his
tore
son.
my meniscus.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I think he gets
Right
paid.
knee, so I
Nah,
had
I
to
think
get
it's
surgery
only
on
for like
that.
sponsors. And
You're
shit
lucky you
like
didn't
Wow.
get that brain thing. What is it called?
CTE.
CTE?
Yo.
CTE?
Oh.
I got that
Because
shit
you
from.
played in college too, huh?
Nah,
You
I
didn't?
wanted to like badly. Like I had like
I said,
a couple, like I had like 3 colleges looking at me, but they weren't like top 3. They weren't like top D1 colleges.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was like JUCO.
Oh,
I had
okay.
like one from Wichita, Tucson, Arizona, and I had one in Ohio. But it wasn't like Ohio State.
Oh,
But it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one in Ohio, and I wanted to go to that.
But you gonna get a scholarship for it, huh? Like, you're gonna pay for the
Dude,
school.
this
That's
kid
dope.
from
A lot, dude. The people, the team that I did play with, like all varsity, all scholarship, bro. Like even if it's just like a not D1 or whatever, they all went to football for that shit and they got their shit paid.
this
for.
one kid that I went to school with played for Ohio State. J.K. Dobbins, yeah. I think he just
Oh, I know,
got drafted
Dude,
to
it's
the
been-
Ravens.
There's been so many
Yeah.
players from like around
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
Houston
it's
area
our
that got
area.
drafted
Like one person
Yeah.
I know,
from
Ross,
Elkins. Yeah.
Ross Blacklock just got drafted to the
to the
Texans.
Texans.
And I was
Oh,
like,
that's dope.
damn, the Texans. I was like,
What
he
you
finna
doing?
play
That's
with
dope
JJ
as
Watt.
fuck.
Yeah, nah. Hey,
Huh?
Alex, who
I know
Ricky
we was
play for right
kids,
now?
bro.
For real?
Yes, we was like in
The Browns?
Oh, one of
He was
his
quiet
homeboys,
kid, bro.
Ricky
The Browns?
Seals, he was playing
Y'all
for
know Ricky
A&M, and
Seals?
then he got
Ricky
drafted
Seals?
to...
Yeah,
He
fucking
was
that's
in
who
Browns.
he was a year above me. He come up out of Sealy.
Oh.
His
Yeah.
cut. He's related to Eric
Everybody
Dickerson.
go to football, huh?
Eric Dickerson come
Oh,
out.
he came from Sealy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all got
The
like,
Chief. Oh, he's
Everybody
on the
was-
Chiefs now.
Everybody knew it was gonna make money.
Chiefs?
He was on the Browns,
Yeah,
right?
he's on the Chiefs?
What do
Yeah.
you?
If he's on
He
the
just.
Chiefs,
I,
Kansas City Chiefs right now.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Oh, for real?
Damn.
Damn.
It,
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
for J.K.
yeah.
Dobbins, too. Shout out to you, dude.
no shout out to them people. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really watch football. That's why I'm asking. I'm not asking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like that, dude.
Man, I made him play the game.
you already know, dude. Like this, bro. This kid, like when I'm talking about Ricky, we all graduate, like not graduate, but he graduated a year above us. And you're like, this motherfucker's gonna be an NFL football player.
Yeah.
He was built already like a grown ass man, coming freshman, bro.
He came
was,
out the womb like a grown-ass man.
Bro.
I remember when I was a freshman coming into football, seeing like the seniors and shit, how big they were. Like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Like, just-
Shit.
Alright, I'ma head out.
Damn.
yeah, like it.
Yeah,
Nah, for real.
I seen that. Like, what happened, man?
I feel that shit.
Damn. It's done for.
I dropped my cherry.
Oh, man.
I feel like this is the most I ever like talk about football on a podcast because I really don't watch football. People will
But I
ask me about it.
Rep
but
LSU, though.
Yeah, LSU
Yeah,
football.
LSU.
That's because
And the Saints.
Bro, they play hard.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, y'all watch? So, did y'all watch the
Everybody
drafts
from
and shit?
Team got drafted, I think, right? That's what
Oh,
they said.
dude, there's just mad talent coming out of LSU. All the SEC though, really. I watch SEC football cause mostly just LSU games. Cause I was born in Baton Rouge, raised up there until like high school basically. Then came out here, and LSU is fucking. That's it, bro. That's life right there, bro. Like, dude,
Everybody's-
college football is so fucking big out there in Baton Rouge, where I'm from. Like, I don't know, it was a big part of my life, so I really rep with LSU. But I noticed a difference from SEC to NFL. It's not the same to be honest with you. I feel like sometimes the NFL they be a little too soft. You got the college football, they really go for shit.
Where you gonna put the?
What?
In the trash can. Where's the trash can at?
You were looking like you want something.
Hell yeah. Hey, shit.
Hey, bro.
Don't end it yet.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to end it.
You lucky I don't order pizza, bro.
We just need a break.
I kind of want some pizza.
This is one of those play the elevator music type things.
No, hey, I don't want to break because I also want to give you a chance to like really speak on like what y'all had
Yo,
going
and
on and
promote
shit.
your shit, you guys.
Yeah, promote your shit because this shit
Yeah,
finna be on
promote your
YouTube
music,
forever,
dude.
bro.
This is your opportunity.
Forever.
CEO.
I mean, I'm not saying we're famous or anything, but I'd rather put it out somewhere than nowhere.
Huh? Oh, I bet this is the beginning of it. This is, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
got the cloud right now, but this is finna be on there forever. This is the type of shit that
CEO
finna
Forever
be.
Scarred. And my shit right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I got his bracelet right
Yeah, I
here.
got the bracelets glow in the dark.
Forever Scarred. So it's like clothing brand.
Yeah, clothing brand.
Honestly,
On
can you
Instagram,
send me a
Forever
t-shirt?
Scarred
Do you
brand.
have more?
I got you.
Yeah?
I was gonna bring an extra one too.
Dude, I really want a t-shirt.
Yeah, I got this one.
I'll pay you for it if I have to.
I have a bleach one.
Nah, his
Hey,
shirts
yo.
are hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll buy.
dude, I'll pay
I'll
her.
cop a
I'll pay you
t-shirt.
for merch.
I
I got
believe.
some more.
Hey,
I
he's
believe
got
in
some other
paying
ones
for
that are
that
more
shit.
designed, that are better,
Yeah,
more
I got
designed
some
than
other
these.
ones.
Dude, make some hoodies, dude.
I know,
I
I got
fucks
to.
with
Oh, yeah,
hoodies.
yeah.
Nah, that's what I was
fucks
telling
with
him.
Coming.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just
make
waiting
some
on it. I said I was
hoodies,
gonna
dude.
pay for it.
That's
I
exactly.
fucking love hoodies.
Hell yeah.
I'm coming out with long sleeves, hoodies.
And
I'm trying to come
joggers
out-
or
I'm trying to come out with
sweatpants.
everything.
But right now it's not really the
slides.
time because it's like hella hot right now.
Hey, yeah, it's like
but
summertime.
Well,
trying to-
Hell
come out
yeah,
everything.
we coming up in May. But
well,
yeah,
save this shit for winter or fall.
I'm the type to wear a hoodie even when it's like
Yo.
Oh,
80
I'm always
degrees.
wearing a
I-
hoodie.
Yo,
God.
I
same.
don't care what weather it is. I'm always wearing a hoodie.
We're wearing
yeah,
hoodies right now.
I
Shit,
sweat
it's
it
hot as
out.
fuck in here.
I sweated out to the very last minute. But yeah, that's dope, bro. When did you start doing that?
Shit, I really started that like it was like late last year, and it was like it wasn't even like heavy. It was just like,
Honestly,
Uh-huh.
dude, you're so young and you're already starting
Yeah,
this
I was
shit.
That's exactly what I
17.
tell him.
I was
Yes.
17
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
And when I see his
You're gonna
drawings
make it.
about when he's doing his shirts, they look so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I remember I would be in like what class
Just-
sketching out.
Yeah,
some
yeah. And
shit.
I walked up on him and I checked him out. I was like, dang.
Yeah,
I just
keep
love
it up,
some
bro.
shit.
You really
Yeah, he
onto
got some
something.
cool stuff.
Yeah, the Instagram page and shit is dope, bro. The
Yeah.
post and shit
Hell
is
yeah.
fresh.
Scarred brand page. Yeah, I'm trying to get that going too. But I really
Yeah.
been focused on album covers, like
Album covers.
Yeah.
When you start doing that?
I started doing that like around the same time.
17,
Yeah, like
Getting
late
out-
late last.
senior
Yo,
year,
shout
high
out your
school.
Instagram right now.
Oh, my personal Rich X Nico. My brand page is Forever Scar Brand on Instagram.
We're gonna
Alright.
put everything like the link in the description
Yeah,
and
for
at the end
sure.
of the thing I'll make like the end of the video. I'll put it on the
Oh,
screen
yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, what motivated you to start that? Did you have the intent of making album covers, or you just wanted to create something? Were you always drawing or some
Being
shit?
broke, bro.
broke.
Right. That shit'll
I'm
make
trying to
you try
I'm trying
and
to
come
make
up with
something out of
anything.
nothing, bro.
I never even really thought of that though, like making album covers. There's a whole lane for that. There's a whole different
Bro, what I
market.
realized when I started doing it, it's a community.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No
Yeah.
shit.
It's a community.
I realize that too now because like all that anime shit is coming back
Dude,
too.
I feel like
Hell
everything.
yeah, people
everything.
fuck with that on their album covers
Yup.
and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, everything
Yeah, the
has
anime's
its own
stupid.
community. I feel like even podcasts, they have their own community.
Yeah, I have a bunch of
Hell yeah.
like local upcoming podcasts
Yeah,
that
that
fuck
shit
with our
is
shit.
cool.
They
Like, you can just
DM'd us.
all
They're like,
network.
"Yo, y'all keep going because we fuck with y'all
Hey.
shit." Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, I fuck with y'all shit too." He's like, "Y'all keep going and shit." And we start coming up and shit. But yeah, bro, fucking. Did you like when you started doing it? Did you were like, "Man, it's something I'm gonna want to do. I want to try to make some money out of it. I'm gonna make a career out of it."
Yeah, I thought that I want to try to do everything. So shit, whatever gets me there first, like Whether it's album covers, whether it's doing my clothes, whether it's doing videos, whether it's
You like designing shit,
I like designing shit.
Yeah, like art.
Because like even when I hear music, I always like visualize stuff, and I like putting.
So you don't
want
to make music?
Yeah.
No, I don't like making music.
Yeah.
I like listening to music.
That's a me.
But yeah, be around
Yeah.
it though. Yo, there's so many
Yeah.
components that go into the music. There's a music
Yeah.
video.
This dude
there's
makes
a
music.
cover art.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
he
can
makes
get
a
on that
singer.
later.
Yeah,
We can get on that.
everything, bro.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I'm curious about is because when I started looking at your shit, I started I didn't really notice that there was like a market for the cover art until I was like, yo, if I do a podcast, I want to put it on RSS feed, the Spotify, the Stitchers and stuff like that. They have cover arts for their thing. I was like, damn, I want to come up with a cover art for our podcast thing. And we have kind of a little of a logo right now. I may do like a revamp on it, and all that shit just some shit that I drew up and mostly on
you
like
talking
my
about
phone.
the baby?
Yeah, little
that
baby
is
and
hard.
shit. Yeah,
That shit is hard.
yeah, the test tube baby shit, bro. I feel like that's a pretty good as far as like a brand solid because
Yeah, that shit
there's
is
so much shit
It
that we
fits
can
the name too.
kind of like dive into. But
Test tube babies.
yeah,
How'd y'all even come up with that name?
shit.
Bro, how did we?
Test Tube Babies, that's live.
But that's really a joke.
That's live.
That shit's funny.
Test tube
Because
babies.
we're all
that's
test
so
tube
catchy.
babies
That's
in an
That's a lot of-
incubator
that's a lot
world.
of production name, like,
It's,
I like
it's
it.
catchy as fuck.
That
huh?
shit is catchy. As
So
fuck.
you try, what up, test tube babies? I'm fresh up out the incubator, boy. You got some motherfuckers that been cooked up in the incubator too damn long, bro. Don't even realize that they test tube babies. But we hopped out that bitch, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of like on another wave. Because I feel like a lot of people have so much similar, like so much in common. But a lot of... We, right now, what my goal with this podcast is not to hold back. That's why we were... I don't know what the fuck we were talking about. That some people probably would have edited out earlier. But we're going to keep that shit in because a lot of people think of some crazy shit. But they don't realize that most of the other people are thinking the same shit.
What's your intro for it?
Hey, yeah.
My
So
what?
what?
The test tube baby. Like, what's your intro for it?
Intro? Oh, like the podcast, we call this Test Tube Talk. So this is like the podcast. Test Tube is just like the brand. That's like the like label. Say I don't want to have a label, but just like my clique and everything. Everything that's videos. We have other podcasts. We have another podcast. Y'all can check that out. The Down Low.
Yeah.
Andrew, he runs that shit, and he's got like a whole type of setup, just like me. Does his podcast, but we're gonna branch it out to like vlogs and freestyles. We want to make like a platform to big up the Houston scene, kind of make something how.
We have a producer that makes beats. We can make.
Yeah. I mean, that's like our friends like just like making art around us and shit like that. I was like, bro, we should fucking be the platform to make like kind of put other people that are trying to do the same thing as us, put them on.
But basically, Test Tube Babies used to be like a joke that him and his friend came up with.
Oh yeah,
like, we
Test
used to
Tube where I
call
come
each
and raise
other-
this shit. That shit come
Yeah.
from I was locked up in jail, yo. There is a documentary or some shit on the TV, little ass TV, bro. We was in a pod the size of this room, fucking like 10 grown ass men living in that bitch, and like there's like a 20-something, not even like a 32 inch. It's not even this big of a fucking TV.
Dang, it was smaller than that?
Fuck yeah, bro.
God.
Dude, I used to have
The size of your
that.
computer screen.
I used to have the bunk like right there by the wall, but I used to like having that bunk right there by the wall until fucking we seen a ghost in that bitch, bro.
Oh, swear.
Guess who
Bro.
it was?
I'd never seen a ghost before, but
Well, no, I'm
My
not
dad-
gonna
my
speculate
dad-
who it was because
Oh,
it could be.
okay.
There's a lot of shit that went down in that
Yeah,
joke. There's
yeah,
guys
you're
that-
right,
it's-
you're right.
So you
you're
seen a
right.
ghost for real?
Yeah, bro.
What? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, dude. Like I never seen a ghost in person.
What was it like?
It was
like
it was a shadow. It was like a.
What?
It looked like a kind of like a woman in a dress, and then it went into the wall. It went like this. It went like swirled up into like a shadow form, and then it walked into the wall. And then me and my
Everybody
homeboy
saw
that
it?
came up with it. No, like the three of us saw it. Me and my homeboy that did came with the test tube. He looked at me. He gave me the eyes like, and I was like we knew we were both seen it, but he gave me that look. He's like, I don't even want to talk about it, bro, because like we can't get out this bitch. You know what I mean? We're locked up in here in the same room that we seen this shit. And I was like, he seen that shit. I was like, and he gave me that look. I was like, I was hesitant at first. I was like, and
So
I
y'all
was
just
like,
ignored
I was
it?
like, I know for like the first 30 seconds, I was like, nobody was saying nothing, but we all looking at it, and the other dude that was right there, he looked at it. He's like, bro. And I said, you seen it, huh? He was the first one that broke it. I said, you seen it.
Hey man, I didn't know y'all was.
It's a rotation.
Yeah, it's a rotation.
It's a rotation.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
But
You
no,
got
he
something
had
right
seen
here.
that shit. And I was like, bro.
You good?
Oh, yeah. Probably an ash or some shit. Fucking. But yeah, anyways, that's who he was
So,
actually the same
you and your
person that came up
homeboy,
with
yeah.
that shit in test tube. But we was watching some documentary. They were talking about test
So
tube
really, that shit
babies.
came up in
They were
prison.
talking about how you make test tube babies. There's people that you could get like an egg pushed up into your
Oh.
shit and a sperm. You like, or like they'll make it into like a little tube and they'll put it up in the woman. No, they don't do this.
So the woman, so like if a woman
They
doesn't have
make-
like a man or something.
Bro, they make the baby
What?
inside the
That's
tube. They
fucking
get like the
crazy.
egg and they get the sperm. They make it in a tube. Then they put that little baby up in the girl that like the
Yeah.
And then he said he was on the bunk
So
right
that's
next to
you,
me.
test
Like,
tube baby?
We had like pretty good spots.
That's a
low-key.
test tube baby.
And he said,
That's you?
"What test tube
I do
baby?"
hear
We're all
people-
test tube
I do
babies.
hear-
Oh my God.
I do hear people say that. Be like,
We're
"Yo,
all test tube babies."
Oh
That's
no,
crazy.
yeah, no. I think my shit came from my mom and my dad. Doing
We're
the
all
dirty.
test tube babies.
But
so
Nah.
we
they tested the
decided to make-
idea about it. I was
I'm my
like,
daddy's
oh.
boy. I'm my daddy's boy.
Babe, we're
Ain't no
all
doubt
test
in
tube
that.
babies. So we
Ain't no
decided
doubt
to
in
make
that.
test tube TV, and now this is test tube talk.
Yeah, well, the idea behind it. Well, he said it. I was like, he's like test tube baby. He's like, what? And it just sounded catchy. And the way he said, I was like laughing as bro. You have some of the hardest like. I only had a couple little
Like where you laugh, you
stints that I
cry.
had to go into jail. And like knock on wood, I got like really good lawyers and fucking
Yeah.
took care of
Yeah.
that shit. I didn't have to do a whole lot of shit. But dude, I had some of the hardest laughs. Like I would fucking laugh till I cry up there in jail. You get to like so depressing for the first couple of days, but then some of the people you click up with is like that's your homeboy. That's like your brother
Hey,
right there.
yeah.
You know, fucking y'all
Yeah.
click up and y'all talk about
Y'all
some
ain't got
shit.
nothing else to do, so y'all
Bro,
just
you
start
just
chilling.
bullshit.
Hell yeah.
That's how
I know.
test tube. That's how test tube
Hey,
baby
yeah.
What
should
if you
talk.
get in there with a fucking like a weirdo or something?
Dude, he has some crazy
Bro.
people.
Nah,
The
I've
one
heard,
dude- the one
I've
dude-
heard about that. I've heard stories about that, like having like crazy cellmates and shit.
Yeah,
Like just imagine going in there for like a little parking ticket or something like that, and then you got like a cellmate that's like fucking psycho or
Schizophrenic
something.
and, like-
exactly.
Yeah.
And you're not even supposed to be there for like 2 days or something.
Yeah, like I was only
Yeah.
supposed to be in there for like a few weeks. It was supposed to be like 30 days, but I chopped it down like give me like 2.5 weeks or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Hey, yeah.
After I paid like all this bitch money, I don't know.
You really paid
Hey,
him off,
shout out to
though.
my lawyer on that shit though.
Yeah.
But the dude that also seen the girls, not my homeboy that I clicked up with, but he his first initial shit was beating his mama with a bat or a baseball bat or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What color was he?
White dude. He was a woodpecker too. He had like
What?
he you could tell he was like been to prison.
For real?
Yeah, his first thing was I think he beat his mama with a baseball bat or some shit.
And then you had like a whole rapist in there, huh?
I had some dude that like burned
Nah,
his whole family's house
don't
down.
they beat like rapists in jail or something like that?
Oh yeah, dude in prison.
I mean,
if
like,
you're a
pedophiles,
rapist
yeah,
or a
bro.
pedophile,
They hate that shit.
Yeah, they'll
Because they're in there for
fuck
like they're in
you.
there for like killing grown ass men. They're like
What if you,
hard
like,
criminals.
got, like,
That shit is weak
wrongfully
to
yeah,
them.
convicted, like-
they'll fuck you up.
What if he got like wrongfully convicted of that shit? And, like you just
But-
get your ass beat for
Dude,
something.
Honestly-
dude, check it out, bro.
That's
There's
happened to
so many people that are
It-
doing this
it's
shit though.
yeah.
Dude, it's way more common than not that people
Yeah.
are wrongly convicted.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people in jail that aren't even supposed to be
Yeah.
in jail.
On some
and that's so
bullshit.
sad.
What was that
Yeah.
one show on Netflix?
Now there was this movie that I had seen. It was like with this
movie-
Australian dude, and he was like a doctor, and he was like he was coming up in the medical field, and he was sleeping with this lady one night, and they had came home drunk or whatever, and he had passed out in the bed, and she had passed out next to him. She ended up waking up the next day, and he ended up waking up the next day to knock on his door, and the cops are arresting him, and then he's like, what the hell's going on? Like, what are you arresting me for? And then they end up telling him, they're like, you don't remember so and so last night or whatever, and then he's like, I didn't do anything or whatever, and then they tell him that he's being convicted for rape or whatever of that woman or whatever, and she's in the courtroom telling him this whole time.
Homeboy didn't
that-
have security cameras.
Nah, it was crazy. It was a crazy story. It's based on a true story.
Is it on Netflix or some shit?
Nah, I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll look it up later.
That shit happens all the time
Yeah,
though.
security cameras will save your life, bro.
Exactly. That
I mean-
sucks though. Imagine being convicted for something like that.
That's controversial, but that does happen all the time, like especially like with athletes and rappers and shit like that.
Oh, dude,
Like,
especially people in the
wanna-
media.
Women want to
People do
fucking
that
just
shit for
say
clout.
They're
something.
looking at it. They're trying to get you even more because you're
Yeah.
popping and you're up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can get that money.
They're trying to get all that money.
Exactly.
Yep. That's so
Hell yeah.
sick, bro.
Exactly. That's fucked
so
up.
sick. And bitches be the main one. I'm not trying to like
Nah.
Do they
Nah, I mean,
No,
but-
that's how they make the come up,
Nah,
yo.
but they, I mean,
you know, hate on them, but
No, but
bitches
no.
do be the main one, like
Oh, yeah.
trapping men.
There's some
for,
some
like,
people that
I mean-
that have happened bad too, but yeah, you shit, bitches be tripping, bro.
you just gotta know.
They try-
you
they-
just gotta
they-
know what you're getting into.
bitches be tripping, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you,
I'm
you
not
have to know
bitches.
what you're getting into. Y'all ever had some crazy like
It's canoeing.
Huh?
situations?
It's canoeing. Let me catch that hoe.
Canoeing?
What?
Oh, you got love.
What's canoeing? Oh,
You
it's
good,
like
bro?
a tracer.
Oh, I see. Okay, y'all call that canoeing.
Canoeing.
Yeah. What do y'all call it?
I don't know. It's like
It's not
running.
a
I don't call it anything.
I
I
call
got
it
it from
canoeing.
you.
just
Whenever
say, give me the lighter.
he never called it that either. I put him onto that. I put
Yeah, I
him
got
on-
that.
It's like a code.
Yeah. Now, whenever like
Yeah.
one end
I
is
thought
like straight
you were
and the other end is
tripping,
like
bro.
that.
I was
We-
like,
like,
it's
we
canoeing,
smoked
like
so many
it
times
went up your
together.
nose or something.
I
or
thought
what?
I thought everybody knew what that meant. My
Oh
bad.
no! I call it like maybe like a tracer or a running. I was like, this bitch is
Running?
running.
I've never heard that.
I said this bitch is
Nah,
running.
so,
or
so like
something.
what we call it whenever like you know like one is like this,
That
it looks like a
and
little
one
canoe
nose.
or a little boat.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
where you
wait,
got it from.
burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that happens a lot to me when I'm smoking in my car.
Hey,
And
yeah.
I just have it like sitting like this. For some reason, the wind hits it. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Hell yeah. But I mostly just smoke backwoods, man. I fuck with the back. I'm on
For real, you
backwoods
fuck with the
game.
backwoods? You don't like the joints?
Oh,
Yeah,
joints.
I
I fuck
fuck
with
with
joints,
I fuck
but
with joints.
Dude, what was it, 420? I think it was like the day before,
That's what
but my
I roll-
homegirl
I can
came
roll
through.
the fuck out of a joint.
Bro, we mixed some fucking wax and some weed. We like
Ooh.
loaded it with the wax. That shit was so beautiful.
I've done that before. I've done that on my blunts. I put a whole
Couldn't even
a
face
whole
the
bunch
whole
of wax
one.
like that.
I feel like a joint gets you a little bit higher than a blunt for some reason. Like
Because
the
Nah,
the
nicotine.
paper is so
Hey, because
thin.
you're
Especially
smoking
if
more
you
of
get
the
the
weed.
hemp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
But the hemps are so
can't even
hard.
taste
The
it.
hemps are so hard to roll though, because they're like kind of.
Bro,
like
no,
the
you get
raw
the cone
cone?
hemps.
The
Yeah.
raw
Oh no, I don't like
I
stuffing
said
them. I don't like
coneheads.
stuffing them.
I love stuffing
I don't like
coneheads.
stuffing them. I like to actually roll. Oh, you know.
I love stuff.
For real,
Yeah,
I've
it
never
feels like it feels like an
actually rolled a
accomplishment.
joint.
For real.
Ever.
I love it. It's like an
I'm way too old
accomplishment,
to
you
say
know.
that
Yeah.
He said it's like an accomplishment.
Shit. I'm about ready. I'll roll up a fucking fat ass backwood.
Yeah, I can roll a
I'll
backwood,
roll
no
up a nice
problem,
backwood.
but
Y'all
I've
fuck
never
with
rolled a
backwood.
joint.
I got a joint and shit
That
too.
would just look hard to roll.
Yo, no.
I mean, it takes some time and effort, but it's definitely worth it.
But hey man, I appreciate y'all coming on this shit, bro. This is
Yo,
a pretty
for real,
good
you
little
guys are mad
like,
dope.
Yeah.
I fucks with
I
you
feel like
guys.
it's a pretty good little podcast. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all go ahead. Shout out y'all's like social.
Oh yeah,
medias and,
Homeboy makes
like, posts
album
and shit.
covers. Homeboy's a rapper. This dude does bad shit.
Oh yo, you didn't even tell us the craziest shit.
yeah.
Tell,
Hold
tell.
on,
You
hold
can
on.
sign it
I
after
got
you
a
tell us one story.
I got a good story.
Alright, bet.
So one day, he came to my apartment. It was him and Nick. We was just chilling.
Yeah.
And we was about to go somewhere, but Nick made a bet that Devin wouldn't climb that tree. Climb the tree next to my apartment.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker climbs the shit and then decides to get on my apartment, get on top of my roof of the apartments, and he just started running through the fucking roof.
Yeah, across.
It was like a
everybody.
roof, like that connects to
I
all
got
the
a-
people's
I got
houses.
a
I got
yeah.
a video of it
I got a
too.
video of that
But
shit.
I don't think I can find. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it right now. But that motherfucker wild, bro. Like he crazy.
Did he get down?
Yeah, he got down. Like
Yeah.
I was saying
Did people get
I'm here.
mad?
I'm here.
He got
Like,
mad.
nobody
from?
He's the only one
I
that
just
got
didn't-
mad.
Nah, he was tripping. He was like, "Hey, get down! You're gonna wake everybody up."
Nah, I just didn't want
You're gonna wake
I just
my
didn't want
neighbors
people
up.
tripping.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I
Yeah.
didn't want the cops
Shit.
to my shit.
Yeah.
My friends be
I don't know
thinking,
him.
my friends be talking about doing the same shit over here, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
y'all come over
I'm
here and
good.
chill with me for the night, but I have to live here, so like I have to deal with the neighbors and shit. Y'all ain't
You
You
getting
can do that
caught on
shit
my
elsewhere.
rules.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was the main problem.
I feel yeah. Just cutting out. Did y'all videos it though, huh? Threw up on the gram. Little flex on
I'm gonna have to
Snapchat.
see that shit. That
But
shit
you
sounds
can grab y'all.
funny.
Make sure y'all plug y'all's Instagram and shit. I'm also like throw it on the screen and shit,
Hell yeah.
and in the description.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get y'all's Instagram too. I wanna follow y'all.
Hell yeah, shit. We have to do this shit again, yo.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
This is
welcome
part
back
2 on the way.
anytime.
For sure.
Oh yeah, shit. Shout out Forever Scar. Shout out XRC, otherwise known as X-Rated Crew. I got a couple people in there. We about to start some new shit. We working on it. Shit. Shout out Lil Blaze. Everybody go check out Lil Blaze. He got some new shit coming too. I'ma shout him out. He's my brother. So yeah, let's get this shit popping. So yeah, let's keep working, bro.
Hey.
Shout out Forever Scar. Shout out for X-Rated Crew. X-Rated Crew, right? X-Rated. Shout out to
I like that name.
Lil Blaze. Yeah, dope ass name.
My brother D came up with it.
Yeah, dope.
So that's what got me motivated to keep this shit moving. So yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing.
Are your friends y'all fucking with it? You get a little bit buzz behind it, bro. Shit. Yeah, I feel that shit, bro.
Sure.
More reason to keep going, bro. Hey, shout out Test Tube Talk, the Wiz Podcast. Hey. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this video.
Peace, baby.
Peace, motherfuckers. Bye.
Peace.
Shit hard.
Can I get you on his Instagram?
Hey, bro, you know what your intro should be like? Like welcome to Test Tube Talk, where we go deep into the conversation.
Honestly, that was a really good podcast. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie.
At the beginning,
I was trying to focus.
I
I really was trying to focus because I'm sitting over here like, damn, bro.